Watch now. Most important questions for class 12th English poem A Thing of Beauty for term 2 board examination on study track. ब्रिटिश रोमांटिक पोएट जॉन कीट्स के द्वारा लिखी गई पोएटिक रोमांस एंटीमियन से ली गई पोएम अ थिंग ऑफ ब्यूटी में पोएट हमें यह महसूस कराना चाहते हैं कि एक सुंदर वस्तु हमेशा एवरलास्टिंग हैप्पीनेस, खुशी या आनंद का स्रोत होती है, जिसकी सुंदरता कभी कम नहीं होती या फीकी नहीं पड़ती और इट नेवर लूजेस इट्स वैल्यू. You must know that John Keats was a worshipper of beauty. उनके लिए nature, things found on this earth, provided by God as a source of beauty. So let's look at the most important questions of this poem which can be asked in this board examination. First, very important long answer type question based on this poem can be related to the aspect of sensuousness found in this poem. Question is, how does the poem A Thing of Beauty appeal richly to the senses, stimulating the reader's inner sight as well as sense of touch and smell? Dear children, sensuousness is a quality in poem which affects the senses: hearing, seeing, touching, smelling and tasting. Sensuous poetry does not present ideas and philosophical thoughts. It gives delight to senses. It appeals to our eyes by presenting beautiful and colorful word pictures. It appeals to our ears by its metrical music and musical sounds, to our nose by arousing the sense of smell, and so on. Keats is the worshipper of beauty and pursues beauty everywhere. So, in the poem A Thing of Beauty, John Keats establishes this with powerful imagery and wordplay. The cooling comfort of the bar, dancing daffodils, the babbling stream, and the mid-forest brake with the musk rose blooms evoke our imagination, sense of hearing, touch, and smell. A flowery band binding us to the earth is also an image. So, the poet presents a lot of imagery which appeals to our senses in this poem. Second question, Keats feels that the nature binds us to the earth. How does he justify this? According to Keats, man has strong relationship with nature. Man is bound to the earth despite the gloom and misery on earth. Beauty of natural objects relieves man of gloom and misery. The beauty that man sees around him brings him joy and respite. It is a joy forever because of the bond he forges with nature. Keats is a believer in the healing power of nature. He talks about the different elements of nature that surround man and overwhelm him in their magnificence. Third important question is, why is grandeur associated with the mighty dead? The answer of this question is, the mighty dead are those martyrs who have bravely laid down their lives for a noble cause, or great writers, thinkers, or our ancestors who have created beautiful objects for us. The word grandeur is associated with the mighty dead because they inspire us through their saga of their noble work. They will always be remembered for their noble and splendid deeds and creations. They have left behind a legacy for us to enjoy. Fourth important question from the poem is, what makes human beings love life in spite of troubles and sufferings? According to the poet, there are many things that bring us troubles and sufferings. They dampen our spirits. However, some shape of beauty brings love and happiness in our lives. In spite of such unpleasant things, a thing of beauty removes the covering of sadness and suffering, and it makes us love life. Next important question is, what image does the poet use to describe the beautiful bounty of the earth? John Keats uses a very beautiful image to describe the beautiful bounty of earth. He says that an endless fountain of immortal drink is pouring constantly into our hearts from heaven, and thus the beautiful bounty of earth is called an endless fountain of immortal drink. Last question. Rationalize why Keats uses the metaphor an endless fountain of immortal drink in his poem A Thing of Beauty. John Keats believed that things of beauty are just like the immortal drink of the gods that flow continuously and never die. Just as the endless fountain of immortal drink is an elixir of life, similarly, things of beauty are constant, perennial in providing everlasting joy, motivation, and bliss. So, dear friends, these were the important questions from this poem. I hope you like this video. For other videos, subscribe Study Track.